Hey foodies, welcome to Cooking Shooking. Today we are making this paneer makhni pizza in Domino style. This is not the normal ordinary method of making pizza. The taste texture will come out same as Domino's, if not better. You can see how delicious it is. So why are we extending the video? It's already very long. Let's get cooking. For making the dough, here I have a mixing bowl. In this we will add half a cup of hot water. Along with that 2 teaspoons of sugar. Give it a stir. Dissolve it a little. After that we will add instant dry yeast. See this one, the quantity is just 1/4 teaspoon. That's right, 1/4 teaspoon only. Water needs to be lukewarm, so check that before adding the yeast. Give it a stir and let it stay idle for about 3 to 4 minutes. If you want to eat the pizza today itself, then you have to use 1 teaspoon of yeast. As we are slow and cold proofing the dough, the flavor of the dough or the pizza will be amazing, as we are going to keep it for 24 hours, and that's why the yeast quantity is low. Right now how you can see the yeast is coming up, it's the perfect time to add the other ingredients. Here I am taking 2 cups of maida or plain flour, which is 250 grams. This much will make 2 pizzas of 9 inches. Next I am taking milk powder. This makes the pizza soft. The quantity is 2 tablespoons. Garlic powder half a teaspoon and salt about 1 teaspoon. Give it a stir. We want to make a dough right now. If you don't have garlic powder, then you can use garlic paste 1 teaspoon. If you don't have milk powder, then you can use milk to make the dough. Basically adding garlic and milk powder brings the same restaurant like taste. See, now the dough is forming. Here I am taking it out into the platform and we will begin kneading the dough for about 5 to 6 minutes. We need a smooth, soft and sticky dough. The science behind it is pizza, when we make it at home, it takes a lot of time, like 10 to 15 minutes to bake, and if the dough is not very soft, then the pizza doesn't come out good. Basically the water level needs to be very high, so you have to add water every now and then to make a sticky dough. And when you are making a sticky dough, if it gets difficult to handle, then you can grab it, start banging it like this, and it will stop sticking to your hands. Basically the dough gets kind of non-sticky. See the magic? So I have kneaded the dough for about 7 minutes. Now it is smooth and sticky. I'll bang it a little. Now this looks good. Butter goes in next, about 1 tablespoon. Butter is also a tenderizer. You can also use olive oil if you want to. Knead it in. After adding the butter, the dough can get a little stiff. You can add some more water to adjust the consistency. The main thing is the stickiness. The dough is ready. Last thing for today is taking a container and we will add oil about 1 tablespoon inside. Take the dough, put it inside and coat the box and the dough with the oil. Perfect, this looks good. Now we will take a marker and mark the outside of the container, basically to the level of the dough. This comes handy next day. Everything is done. Take the cover of the box, cover it. Now keep it in the fridge for 24 hours minimum. You can keep it up to 5 days if you want to. After 2 to 3 days, the flavor is even nicer. So 24 hours later, you can see the dough has proofed really well. It is double in volume. Let's take it out. I have sprinkled some dry flour in this chopping board. I'm going to grab the dough and divide it into 2 portions, as we are making 2 pizzas. In many recipes they divide the dough initially only. I prefer it this way. Now take the dough portion and smoothen it. After that you can sprinkle some dry flour in the chopping board or in a plate. Place the dough portion. Similarly do it with the second one. Sprinkle some dry flour on the top part and then cover it with a cloth and let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. This is basically the second proofing of the pizza dough. Mix it even better. Now let's make the makhni gravy while the pizza is resting. The dough is resting. In a kadhai I have taken 1 tablespoon of oil. Along with that, I am adding about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Keep the flame very low, you can turn it off if you want to. In a bowl, I am collecting some spices. Here I have 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of maida or plain flour. This is for thickening and making the makhani gravy very silky. 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi, and that's about it. In the butter and oil, I am adding 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and all the masalas we collected. In low flame, we will stir this together and roast it until it starts leaving the oil. It will also begin to froth up. It will take about 1.5 to 2 minutes in low heat. There you can see this looks good. It's now time to add the tomato puree. I prefer using the packaged tomato puree for the same restaurant like taste. 1 packet or about 200 ml. Keep the flame medium high now, and we have to cook this really well. It will take about 5 to 6 minutes to cook this in high heat. We want to cook this until it starts moving with the spoon. The gravy has thickened beautifully. You can see it has started leaving the sides of the pan. Now we will take 1 cup of water, add it in and give it a stir. In this, I am also adding some sugar, about 1 teaspoon. We have to bring this to a good boil again. But before it comes to a boil, collect some out into a small bowl. We are going to temper the cream. If you add the cream directly, it will curdle. So in this small bowl, I have taken some of the gravy. We are going to add about 1/3 cup of cream into this. Once you stir the cream with a little bit of hot gravy, it won't curdle when you add it in. This looks good. Add it to the gravy and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes in high heat. Pizza sauce that we generally use is very thick, but we don't want to make this very thick, otherwise the flavor will be very intense, and we don't want this to be very thin also. Texture like this is totally perfect. It is saucy, but when it cools down a little, it will get even thicker. So I'm taking it off the flame right now. While this is cooling a little, let's prepare the paneer. We have to make the paneer tasty, so here I have a pan. I have turned off the flame. Don't turn it on. We will take half a teaspoon of oil and minute amounts of masalas, like a dash of turmeric powder, a dash of garam masala, a little bit of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of kasuri methi, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. That's about it. Now turn on the heat. Add the paneer. Here I am taking 100 grams of paneer for 2 pizzas. This is about 24 pieces. We will stir it and cook this for about 1 minute. This masala coated paneer is used in zinger parcel also. Now this is ready. Turn off the flame, take it out. We have to make the pizza now, but before that, let's prepare the oven also. We have to preheat it. Here I am keeping it at 250 degrees centigrade. Higher temperature the better. If the OTG is smaller than 28 liter, I will recommend you to keep the temperature 200 degrees. The mode is bake mode, or basically bottom rods only. The fan is also on right now. We will preheat it for 10 to 15 minutes minimum. Now let's assemble the pizza. Here I have a chakla. You can also use a chopping board. In this I am taking about 2 tablespoons of cornmeal. Instead of this, you can also use semolina or suji. Now take one of the dough portions, place it here, and we will start to spread it. You can coat both the sides of the dough and then we will stretch it. If you use a rolling pin or a balun, then the air pockets will deflate and we won't get the same Domino's like texture. So you basically have to stretch the dough. Keep the edges or the circumference thicker and try to stretch the center area. It sounds very difficult, but once you begin, it will be very easy because the dough is very soft. I am no master here, but you can see how easily I am able to do it. So here is our hand tossed pizza base ready to assemble. Now we are going to place it on a pizza screen. You can also use a tray if you want to, a normal tray, but with a pizza screen, it comes out crispy from bottom. Here I have placed it on the screen and now I am going to stretch it a little more. If you see carefully, I am basically stretching the corner part of the dough and that makes it very easy. So here I have pulled the edges. The size looks perfect, about 9 inches. Let's place in the sauce now. A ladle full goes in and we will spread it really well. With the amount of sauce that we have prepared, you can make 2 to 3 pizzas easily. After the sauce comes in the cheese. Here I have mozzarella cheese from Amul. This is diced variety. Usually it comes in 1 kg packets, but I have seen somewhere it comes in 200 gram packets also. I will not recommend you to use the normal 200 gram packet which comes in normal round shape. Instead of that, you can also use Milky Mist cheese or Britannia cheese. Along with the Amul diced mozzarella cheese, I am also using Amul cheddar cheese. Both are in now. Let's place in the paneer, about 12 pieces or 50 grams. Capsicum goes in next. The toppings are done. Finally, we will apply some butter on the crust and this is ready to bake now. When you apply butter or garlic butter in the pizza like this in the corners, it doesn't dry out while baking and it comes out very tasty and soft. The pizza is ready. Let's bake it now. I am placing it inside the oven. We will set it for 20 minutes. Baking time will be about 11 to 13 minutes. But that totally depends upon the oven also. In some ovens it gets ready in 10 minutes, in some ovens it takes 20 minutes. But I won't say anything about the pizza baking right now. Just look at it baking and comment your thoughts. This one is done. Looks amazing, isn't it? You can enjoy it with some pizza oregano on top. Similarly, I am going to make the second one also. Try this recipe out guys. I have made this paneer makhani pizza numerous times in this lockdown and everyone loves it, even people who don't like pizza. See the air pockets in the dough? This is why I was not using belen. They deflate if you use a belen. About the pizza screen, I'll share the link to buy it online. This one is also ready. I have placed it for baking right now. Once it gets ready, we will take it out. Before serving, you can sprinkle a little bit of oregano, some chili flakes and some chopped coriander. Chopped coriander makes it taste even better. If you want, you can also apply some garlic butter in the edges of the pizza. That makes it even more tasty. See, the bottom of the pizza is so well done. Looks crispy, isn't it? Let me take it out and slice it. The look of this pizza is like from a TV commercial, but the taste is going to be so fresh and flavorful, you will totally enjoy it. Let me take one slice out. See the cheese pull? Tried and tested recipe it is guys, like always. Try it out, you'll be a fan of this one. The makhani sauce, cheese, paneer and all is good, but it's the crust of the pizza that's amazing. Try it out, you'll find it even better than Domino's. So how was the recipe guys? If you enjoyed it, click the like button and share it with your friends. If you did not like it, click the dislike button. The recipe is quite long, I do understand that, but once you try it, you will be a fan of this. And the best part is, if you are a pizza fanatic like me, you can make the dough, keep it in the fridge for up to 5 days and you can have your pizza 2 to 3 times in the week by making the dough just once. So try it out, share feedback. I hope to see you soon with one more video. That's all. Bye guys.